All right, so time for business, and Sandra has joined me. Hello, Sandra.
Hello.
All right, so we've been having this.
Hello, Sandra.
We have been having this conversation about the lady who couldn't make it onto the flight.
Very serious issue.
Fortunately for you, you will fit.
Yes, and they owe me for not making up for this.
All right, you're carrying with the business. Huh?
My name is Sandra and I'm here for business. Ghana and 2 aircraft manufacturing companies have signed a memorandum of understanding for the purchase of 6 aircraft for the home-based carrier at an ongoing air show in Dubai. The MOU signed between Boeing and DH Canada is to help fast-track the establishment of the home-based carrier. Both companies will produce 3 aircraft each, with Boeing's price valued at $877.5 million, according to list prices. Yes, Minister for Aviation speaking to journalists in Dubai.
Signed for 6 aircraft with de Havilland of Canada, who used to be Bombardier. They are manufacturing the Dash 8, which used to be called Q400. That can take upwards of 82 passengers. That we've signed to be able to use the aircraft, the turboprop aircraft, to serve the domestic and the regional needs of the passengers. We've done our research to assess all the aircraft that are available. We think this one is the one that's most efficient, is the one that's most suitable, given the weather and so on, that we can use to carry Ghanaians within the country and also to send them to other West African countries. To go all the way out to Senegal, Gambia, can go all the way out to Cameroon and Congo as well. So these are things that the route planning people now work on as far as details are concerned. But we want to be sure we've got a critical set of aircraft that we can let the airline own and start operating with. Second one is the Boeing 787-9. That's the long haul. Long haul means it goes transoceanic. You can go to Europe, you can go to North America, you can go to Middle East and Asia. So this was signed for 3 aircraft. These are all memoranda of understanding. The letters of intent indicating our desire to procure those aircraft. The other process we have to go through now with the manufacturers themselves, the government of Ghana, the approvals that will be required from all the government levels. We'll have to go through that between now and the end of the year to secure that. As to the procurement, there are different ways of procuring aircraft. There's a leasing arrangement which can go on with a third party paying for the aircraft, and then you pay periodically, maybe monthly or quarterly, for the service of the aircraft with some down payment.
Captain Mike Foley is an ex-pilot and international aviation business law expert, and he joins me on phone for more on this development. Grateful for your time this evening. Thanks for joining us. And we've always known that Ghana was into some sort of agreement with ET, and by ET I mean Ethiopian Airlines, which has not yet been finalized. What could be the motivation for this new deal?
Good evening, Madam, and good evening to your listeners. Well, as to the agreement with Ethiopian Airways, only government will be in a position to say how far they've reached and whether they're going to continue or not. As to the motivation of purchasing the aircraft, it's heartwarming that the nation is trying to reestablish a national airline. I listened to the minister, and I don't have clarity on some issues. He used the word or the expression memorandum of understanding and letter of intent. These are legal terms which have implications. The number of aircraft that he mentioned, I'm a bit concerned about starting an airline with that huge number of aircraft.
Yes, we'll certainly get back to that. I mean, whether we actually have the financial muscles to purchase 6 aircraft. But let's get some clarity here. Can we go ahead as a nation to purchase an aircraft when an agreement has not been reached with the managers, and managers I mean Ethiopian Airlines? That's the agreement that we know that's been going on for now. And then also, the last time I checked, ET was supposed to hold 49% shares of the national carrier, and other partners will share that with them. And then this also means that they are going to manage as well as provide aircraft for the nation. So what is the standard practice when you're into such agreements with an airline like ET, and what the government is talking about now?
Well, then we are presupposing that the Ethiopian agreement has been confirmed. I don't know about that. But I will imagine that the government is in a position to have other options. I don't know if this Ethiopian agreement has been confirmed, and whether Ethiopian Airways or whoever the partners are going to be are in agreement with the aircraft that have been either purchased, ordered, or MOUs or letters of intent have been signed for. You see? But I don't know if we are putting the cart before the horse, because without an airline being in place, talking about aircraft, maybe something between the government and the potential partners. I'm not privy to that.
I was actually coming to that. The airline is not in place. We have no structure also in place. We don't have a name yet. Nothing at the moment. Is it premature for an MOU? And you said that 2 words have been used, and it's a bit technical. And so also it goes back to the first point that I raised. Do we have the financial muscles to actually purchase 6 aircraft at the moment?
Well, my dear, again, it's the government that should be answering this question. All I can say is that ideally, it's not the way to restart an airline, to purchase such huge number of aircraft. That is all I can say. As to whether the country has a financial muscle or not, that is a matter for the government.
But how about the structures not in place, the name also not in place? Can we go ahead? Is it standard practice? Can we sign an MOU?
Well, you see, I am getting a bit confused, because when I read this article, 2 words were used. One is a deal has been signed. Another is a provisional order has been signed.
And what does that really mean?
Well, that is my question, because a letter of intent is just an agreement to agree. You see, a bit like an agreement before an agreement. And it is not binding on any of the parties. But a memorandum of understanding is binding and can have legal effect. So I don't know what really has been signed. I wish the minister had been a bit clearer. Not for me, but for those of you who are asking this question.
All right. We'll have to leave it here, Captain Mike Foley. And the minister is actually in Dubai. I'm sure when he gets back, we'll be asking all these questions for Ghanaians to actually understand what this whole new deal is about. My name is Sandra Isinamathon. I'm back after 8 p.m. with more business news.